What's going on, guys? I'm back at you again, and we done did it again. Holla at your boy! Got that right again. Hopefully we back on track. I would not count on it though, because they trying to tell us a story that I don't know the ending to, but I'm gonna try to guess. But what they did last night though, injured Steph Curry. Curry didn't step foot on the floor. And then halfway through the game, they had Anthony Edwards go down with a scare. I thought they were going to make him get a severe injury and pull him out of the rest of the series just to let the Golden State Warriors win this. But then the brother came back right before halftime. I couldn't believe it. Because the way he was acting and looking, it looked like he was done. But that brother was just putting on a show. A great, superior actor. I think he's in the wrong profession. He should be in Hollywood. But then again, the NBA is Hollywood. And they are in LA. Well, not LA, they're in California. Golden State is, so that's perfect. Jimmy Butler only gives you 17. That ain't gonna get it done. Draymond is Draymond. You got Brandon over here giving you 11. Buddy Hield didn't give you that 33 you needed. If Jimmy gives you 30 and Buddy gives you 30, you win the game. But them brothers just didn't have it last night. And what last night shows you is this team is not a team without Steph Curry. Steph Curry is the piece that makes this go. Even though you could all say, oh, he doesn't have a playoff signature moment. That don't matter. That brother has 4 titles. That's what matters. That brother beat LeBron with and without KD. That's what matters. And he beat the Celtics before they turned into the team we see today or last year. So you can't take that from that brother. Last night showed you that they need Steph. And Steph is the only reason or the only way they'll be in this series. Jimmy, he's too old to put that all on him. He's about a year or two past his prime. He's still good, but he's not what he was a few years ago. But he's still decent. That brother can give you 30-point games in spurts, not every game. But he's going to have to dig deep because Jaden McDaniels is giving you 16. Julius Randle's giving you 24. And you getting another 20 from Ant-Man. You getting another 20 from Walker, a bench guy. Like, how do you win? You can't win like that. DiVincenzo didn't even give you 10 points. And that brother is usually dropping points. So it's just... I don't know what to say. Them brothers just don't look the same without Steph. There's not really much to talk about. That's what it was. The Warriors didn't have Steph Curry, therefore they looked like hot garbage. And you know what I mean? The Timberwolves had an easy streak to the win. And that's what they did. They just strolled on by and won the game. They didn't really have to do much. Not much to talk about with that game, so we're going to go straight to our picks. For the night, we got the Cavaliers versus the Pacers and Darius Garland injury report because we want to know if this brother is going to be here. It says Cavs optimistic on status of 3 injured stars, game 3. Darius Garland, they're still putting question marks on Garland, Mobley, and DeAndre Hunter. Those are 3 really good players, starters right there. I don't know, brothers. It's not looking good for this brother. I'm reading to see if this brother is going to play. They all got some reps, but we didn't do anything live. So that's not a good sign. Garland moving throughout play. They both have lower leg injuries. So Donovan Mitchell had a calf strain. He played through game 2 and had 48 points. I don't know. They're not really telling us nothing, brothers. So what I'm going to have to say is, if the Cavaliers are fully healthy, I'm talking every one of their players, Garland, Hunter, and their big man, Mobley. If all 3 of them are there, I will pick the Cavaliers to win this game But if you telling me they missing 3 of their starters, even though they going back to Indianapolis. So I don't know how they get this done, guys. I really don't. So what I'll say is if the Cavs have all their guns there, I will pick the Cavs. But if you start that game and you see Darius Garland isn't playing, or any one of those other players, I'm going with the Pacers. So just look at the injury report, and that will give you the answer on which way I'm going. If the Pacers are fully healthy and the Cavs aren't, I'm going Pacers. If both teams are fully healthy, I got the Cavs stealing one. And that's how I'm going to leave that game. So do your research, ladies and gentlemen. And then we got the Thunder versus the Nuggets. They're going back to Denver. This is going to be hard to call because, Denver is not going to play like they played last game. Everybody's going to be picking the Thunder. So I'm going to pick the Nuggets to win one of these games at home because everyone's going after the Thunder and picking the Thunder. And I think they're going to bounce back and play way better than they did last game. I could be wrong, but I think they're going to play better. There's no way they're going to have Jokic dropping another 12 points or whatever it was, and then Murray with 13. You know what I mean? I just don't see that happening again. Jokic is going to watch that Game 1 film, and he's going to come back attacking the way he did Game 1. I don't know why he went away from it, but he did. And we're going to see a different Jokic tonight. I think we're going to see him go crazy. And we're going to see Murray go crazy because they play well at home. They know their rims. They know that high elevation. They know how to play there. They've been doing it for years. And I just don't think the Thunder will be equipped to win Game 3. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I'm just trying to tell my own story here. So we got the Pacers if the Cavs are unhealthy. But if the Cavs are healthy, we pick the Cavs. So pay attention to that. And then we picking the Nuggets to win Game 3 at home. And that's how we going to do it, even if we wrong. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.